And going through warm-ups. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Big man on the floor for Milwaukee, Washington, and Gafford. Flagg is out there with Max Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. To the paint. Here's Gafford. No good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. And Tim, you think about rim running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Rollins. And here's Trent. 6 to shoot. Now here's Jang. Marshall defending. Kuzma can't get it to go. And the Mavericks with possession. It's a 3-point game. Back to Christie. Pass to Flagg. Now, here's Washington. Here's Gafford. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kuzma, that's good.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Now, here's Marshall. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Christie kicks to Washington. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Flagg. Connects on the 17-footer.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Rollins. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And yes, it's good.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Flagg. To the middle. Here's Gafford. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee leading by 5. Kuzma passes to Rollins. Trent outside over Christie. Trent can't hit.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Pass to Christie. Now here's Marshall. Jang defending for 3. Offensive rebound. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jang with the screen for Kuzma. No good on the 3. Flagg with it. Last game he had 12. Pass to Washington. That one drops for him.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Milwaukee on top, leading by just 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
On the floor for Dallas, Klay Thompson is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Williams. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Nembhard in at the 1. Now here's Green. Kicks it out to Prince. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Nance. Jang, he's checked in for Prince. And Trent subbed in for Harris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. Washington comes in for Chris Middleton. Flagg is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Max Christie in for Williams. Now, here's Washington. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against Memphis, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
A three-pointer is right on target. Trent's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Green finds Trent. Over Christie. Trent can't hit. Mavericks trail by 10. Christie the best in Emma. Here's Flagg. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Now, finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
checked in for the Bucks. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Kuzma passes to Rollins. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Rollins. Clock at 4. From deep three-point land. And the Bucks miss again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And Gafford throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Jang. Still scoreless. Turner with a screen on Gafford. Outside Turner. Here's Jang. Misses the three.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
For the screen on Trent. Here's Flag. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks lead by 6. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops, we're out running a little bit, and then we had great spacing against the zone. Listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Center court, and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they haven't played their best ball. It's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
Making it rain, and their opponent brought no umbrellas. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Well, this is the level of performance we've come to expect. What a half from him.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Rollins. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Jang in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now Christie. No scoring in this one. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Flag. They get the rebound. Gafford from down in the low post. It goes. Gafford's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Kuzma passes to Trent. Washington against Kuzma. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket of the night. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Now, here's Gafford. 6 points for him. Washington finds Christie. And here is Washington. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Chang with a clean look. His three-pointers off the mark. Mavericks trail by 6. Marshall passes to Washington. Here's Flag, defended by Trent. To the inside. In the corner, it's Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Over in the corner, Turner sinks the triple. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Flag. He's got 7. Pass to Christie. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner, and it's Green and for Kyle Kuzma. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside, Green launches a three, sinks the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Bagley sets a screen for Nembhard. Inside. Bagley the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Trent outside. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 7. Over in the corner, Christie. Back to Marshall. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Nembhard in at the point. Now Flagg following the miss by Gary Harris from deep. Kuzma against Middleton. Kuzma passes to Portis. Launches it. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 5. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Nailed from three-point land.
I don't think anyone has ever gotten it off quicker than Klay Thompson.
It's Kuzma. Middleton pulls it down.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now Flagg. Middleton looking it over. Bagley sends a screen for Middleton to take the lead. It's off target. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Portis a screen on Nembhard. Outside Kuzma. Portis sets the pick for Kuzma. No good from 3. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Nembhard. Middleton left side. Here's Flagg. Launches it. 3. Good.
The right call. When you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Collins checked in for Bobby Portis. Zhang comes in for Prince. Trent's checked in for Gary Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Green. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Count the basket!
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get one.
Now, here's Washington. Flag fires. He's off from 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Now Kuzma. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him the opportunity.
54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Flynn takes the 3. He drills the 3.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Here's Rollins.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
At the line for the Bucks, Rollins. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Buries the deep ball.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
And that's been the theme of the night. Stringing together stops has been difficult.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
It's Kuzma. With the teardrop, Washington rips down the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Flag. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Can't connect from long distance. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Dallas. Flag. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Now to the floor. The bucket home crew makes the noise.
So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. The line for the Mavericks. Flag. 2 shots.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cooper Flagg.